Yes guys, we're live and we're back on SFeatleyTV. It's another preview. It's Arsenal versus Manchester City in the English Premier League. Right, the big two, the front two, the league leaders and the champions face off in this massive title race. Come and join us as we preview this game.
Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City.
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye bye.
Gazzola, Giroud again. Joe Wilson. It's Gerrard. That's a great strike. McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes guys, we're back live on SFeatleyTV. Sorry for a long delay, but it's been hella manic with the hospital and everything, as everyone knows. I'm gonna make this very clear as an announcement already, because you guys always support me, so I'm always gonna keep you up to date with what's going on. I'm not going to explain in full detail because it would be all on forever, but due to the recent admissions in hospital becoming more frequent, the hospital believes that this is going to happen more often. I might have to spend more time in hospital, so I will continue to fight this, but unfortunately it will get to a point where treatment might be extended to the limit, and then they might be able to not treat us any more than what they can do for these episodes they keep having, which end up me in hospital. And because of that, instead of what I said before, which was a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, don't know really, there is a distinct possibility that should these admissions keep happening, these episodes keep happening to me, that I could, in the space of maybe weeks, maybe a month or two, there is a distinct possibility that I could die. I know it's not nice to any of us to hear, but that's the situation right now. I'm gonna try and prove them wrong and hope it's just circumstances that's caused all this, but yeah, there's a very distinct possibility that should this continue, I will pass away, because they'll just won't be able to treat us anymore. Yeah. Anyway, all we're going to do is just keep talking about football.
Take your
Talking
time.
about Arsenal.
Take your time, Stephen. There's no rush.
About
Take your
football.
time.
Because it keeps my mind off it. It helps me mentally so much doing this, and having all of you supporting me. So please do what you can and donate to the charity. Do what you can and just support the charity as much as possible. Manny, as people already know, Manny has already agreed to take over the channel after I pass away. Give him all the support afterwards. Make sure he gets all the support he needs to carry this on, right? Because SFeatleyTV can only carry on with its viewers, right? It's like with any channel, it's like any football club. Without your without your viewers, without your supporters, you're nothing. So, like, please just keep giving in the support you need and help this channel grow and make a difference to the world. Right? Luckily, when I pass away, my body will go to a specialist centre, so they can find out why I keep clotting, so they can try and stop this happening to anyone else, to advance medical science. So, yeah. So you just keep doing what we're doing, so that you can keep me strong to face this reality. Doesn't feel real, but it is. Anyway, to the game, Arsenal Man City, big game tonight, no, tomorrow night. Obviously Arsenal 2 points clear of Man City now with a game in hand. I'm going to start with you, Luca.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries.
I'm not in panic mode right now, obviously, because we're still in the driver's seat. What's your initial thoughts going into this game? Because for me, it's more pressure on Man City rather than Arsenal. Arsenal just have to make sure they don't lose, but with Man City, they can't really afford to drop points. They really need to sort of win this game and take control of the title race.
For me, look, this game, look, I don't really want to be negative and all that stuff, and a lot of people don't like my negativity, but the thing is, look, I'm a bit of a panic mode at the moment, and for me, the reason why, because I'm worried about our performances. The performances on the pitch in some individual players that have been very outstanding this season need to be dropped. And I'm seeing players like, look, Ben White this season has been absolutely fantastic at right back. Wasn't normally a right back at Arsenal. His first point as a centre half. These performances haven't been worked. And games like this, you have to throw in maybe someone like a Tomiyasu, because it worked against Manchester United at half-time when we made the change, where Rashford couldn't deal with Ben White. I see Zinchenko, for me, you said on my channel earlier when we just finished about 20 minutes ago that he's not performing well. Maybe you throw someone like Kieran Tierney for assistance. But when you say that, Tierney and Zinchenko both have passion, but Guardiola knows Zinchenko. So maybe you throw someone like, I'd go with Kieran Tierney in this game, because Tierney, for me, look, Tierney has not had a lot of minutes for Arsenal.
Just before you carry on, I'll give you the Trigger to come in here. A donation of $1.99, just a small heart gesture. Right, Trigger, and that means the world to us. As Tesco's motto says, every little helps. Right, every little does help. So thank you so much for donating that. It means the world to us. And if you want to do the same, please do. And Alex has done the same with a £2 donation. Lots of love to you, mate. Keep fighting. Thank you, bro. It means the world to us. And it means the world to see it Children's Liver Disease Foundation, because it just helps their cause so much more. So thank you for that. But yeah, just go for these last two, Steve. Heartbreaking to hear that, Steve. Stay strong, bro. Just got what's happening. I heard bad. Sorry, I'll just quickly go over it again, Luca, and I'll let you carry on. Yeah, Jez, unfortunately, because of the frequency of staying in hospital recently, Jez, there's a distinct possibility that this could get worse more and more often, spending more time in hospital and running out of ways to treat the episodes, which could lead to the fact that there's a distinct possibility that instead of years that we were talking about maybe of living, it may be only weeks, maybe a month or two. It's a possibility. It's something I'm gonna have to try and prove wrong, but it's a very distinct possibility right now, and everyone's really panicked about it. So, I mean, fuck's sake, I'm writing funeral plans just to be on the safe side. But yeah, But thanks for tuning in, Jez, as usual. Jez, if you're free, let me know in the chat and I'll send you the link, bro. Right, you know you're always welcome, and anyone else that's do you know what? Actually, I'm gonna throw the link in there. Any Arsenal fan that wants to come on, please do. Right, please do. You're more than welcome to. Oh, Luca, man, you didn't have to do that, man. Right, thank you. Wow, fuck, no, this is donation's coming in,
man.
Big up, Stephen, you're the best.
I couldn't finish the sentence off because it was only come up as 50 words. So I meant to put me at the end. But
then you should put a fiver in, you know what I mean?
Because you could put 50 words on my one. You know what I mean?
No, you should put 50, you should put 55. But yeah, I get what you mean, man. So thank you for that. We all love you, mate. Thank you, Joanne. Love you. I hope not. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. I'll just put the link in the chat, Jez, so you're more than welcome to come on. But yeah, Luca, alright.
No worries.
You were saying about Tierney, wasn't it?
You take your time, Stephen. There's no rush, people, right? The thing with Kieran Tierney is, my only issue was, I said this on previous channels, and I said this in the Brentford match reaction last Saturday. I said, would I have actually gone with Zinchenko? Because I know Tierney, you throw someone like Kieran Tierney in where he hasn't actually played a lot of games, right? But do you throw someone like a Kieran Tierney that hasn't had a lot of minutes, that you throw someone in there that is where is the biggest game of the season?
Wow.
Or do you, I'll let you carry on.
Sorry, I was going to let you finish, but oh my god.
Pretty much
Jez, man. Jez.
Thank you,
oh, you're... mate, mate, that means the world to the charity. Like, that's going to help so much. I'm speechless. I'm really speechless. Thank you so much. Right, you're a real G. Right, real top bloke. And you know what, I'd love to meet you, like, if I could one day, and buy a beer over that, because over time, because, like, honestly, mate, thank you so much. That £50, it will help. It will help in ways you cannot imagine. Thanks, Dave. I'm not saying all my love to you, bro. Jez, we have to win the league for you, Stephen. Come on, Arsenal, do it for Steve. For TV, yes, do it for SFeatleyTV. Steve, you're a legend for that. He's a legend anyway, but there you go. Oh, sorry, Luca, these donations.
No worries, I don't mind. There's no rush, mate. Donations are more important, mate. Donations are more important.
Oh, thank you so much for the £5 donation here, Luke. Big up, Stephen, still doing content despite his health situation. I hope Arsenal can win the league for you. Oh, I really do. Like, they're pushing me to the limit, bro, but they're doing it. Like, we're still top. Right, we're still top. Let's get the sunglass emojis out. Let's get the sunglass emojis.
We'll be top of the league until tomorrow. We don't know that.
Hey, no, we're staying top of the league tomorrow. Don't worry about that. Yeah,
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right.
Right, Luca, you were saying?
Look, what I'm saying is, right. Anyway, enough about Tierney. Right. Do you throw someone like a Kieran Tierney? Because look, look. We said this on my channel earlier, right? About Zinchenko. Look, he hasn't been on good form, right? But for me, he has that passion, and he knows Manchester City, and we've been sticking with Zinchenko while Kieran Tierney has not been in the team. And look, I can understand. Yes, you can obviously make quite a few changes and that. So I'd play Tomiyasu tomorrow again instead of Ben White. But yeah.
Jez, welcome to the show. That donation I'm sorry made up, mate. That means you won't believe how much that will help the charity. I really thank you for that. You really didn't have to do such a thing. But Jez, yeah, how you doing, bro? And I'll get to you in a sec because obviously Manny's been waiting for his turn. Manny, what's your feelings going into this game?
Yeah, first of all, let me welcome Luca. Thanks a lot for coming on, and Jez, welcome.
Yeah,
and Jez, welcome to you as well. I hope you're well, sir. Thank you for that donation as well. And I'm going to say right now that while, like you, Stephen, I'm not necessarily in panic mode because it is still, in our hands. We need to remember last season, top four was in our hands, and we absolutely bottled it. Now, I take the point, of course, that the team then and the team now are chalk and cheese, but still, in the last few games, we've seen some of the issues with Arteta crop up. I am not going to dignify his comments about the officials on duty for the Brentford game with any sort of a response because that is not worth my time, and you know what I'm going to say, and it is not really appropriate. But I will say right now that changes have to be made for this game.
Yeah.
Because the very idea that a manager can play the same starting 11 for 3 matches in a row, when 2 of those 3 matches have resulted in defeats where the team have not performed well, it's a time that a sensible manager worth his salt would say, you know what, we need to change. And while I also take the point that rushing into some changes might be considered a knee-jerk reaction, we have to make some changes or run the risk of having the same performance against Manchester City. And that means that some of those players who have not been performing well and who did not distinguish themselves in those last 2 games will need to be replaced. And so, Luca, to answer your question, I don't care if Tierney hasn't had too many minutes this season. Form is temporary, class is permanent. So yes, I would bring Kieran Tierney back into the team. Yes, I would put Tomiyasu in the team at right back instead of Ben White. Yes, I would definitely bring Trossard into the team, and I actually wouldn't mind seeing Trossard play on the wing alongside Saka on the right with Gabriel Martinelli as the false 9, because at least that way Martinelli will be given an edict not to go wandering wide on the wing or go out of position, but he will be focused on goal and will have a chance to shoot at goal. And we all know that Martinelli has a pretty good shot on him. So yes, changes do need to be made. And I definitely don't want to be in a situation either where we have to sweat on the fitness of Thomas Partey. I'm sure he should be 100% for this, but if he is less than 100%, then we cannot run the risk of having him start. Because if we're going to put him in that midfield up against the likes of Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan and company, believe you me, he will be made to struggle.
Company doesn't play for him.
Who?
Company doesn't play for him.
Did I say company?
Yeah.
I said Gundogan.
You said Gundogan then company.
I said Gundogan and company, not company. Company.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I thought you meant Vincent Company. That's what. Sorry,
mate. You do know that Vincent Company is no longer playing. I know he's the manager.
I sorry, I got caught off.
You are taking the mickey. Let's leave it at that.
No, I'm not.
So as I've said, changes will have to be made, and Arteta should now have the common sense to say, look, I understand that people have been performing well this season, but there's an age-old adage: you are only as good as your last game. And so in their last few games, Ben White has not been neither Ben White nor even Zinchenko have really been performing. And while I take the point that Zinchenko adds a bit more in terms of transitioning into the attack, if you want to defend, why not bring in the person who did a really good job of containing Riyad Mahrez? Of course, will Riyad Mahrez end up playing in the starting 11? That remains to be seen, such as the squad depth that City can boast. But changes will have to be made. So we can all agree. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
I was gonna say that in terms of the squad lineup, we were gonna get into that further into the show. But
sure.
your initial thoughts, obviously, you're not too panicked about the situation. But
No.
we need to see an improvement from what we've seen in the last 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't going to go into the lineup necessarily, but I'm just saying that, we need to make some changes. And if Arteta has any sense, he would see that for a game like this, against the defending champions who are starting to gain a little bit of momentum, albeit with an absolute slip-up against our rivals. Thank you very much indeed, Harry Kane. They're still looking quite dangerous. So we cannot afford to leave anything to chance, and that's why changes have to be made. No ifs, no buts, no walnuts.
Yep, absolutely. Jez, I know you've patient rating. How are you doing? You find so on this evening?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm very sorry, mate, to hear the sad news.
It is what it is, man.
Well, you say that. You say that. It's not nice, especially as somebody as young and tender as yourself. You run a great channel, and I've been honoured to come on your show on numerous occasions, and I really, really wish you all the best. I really do, and that is said with heartfelt feelings. Seriously,
that means a lot, man. And like I've always done before, I've always tried to prove them wrong. So I'm gonna do my best to do it again, even if we've got evidence this time.
A big respect to you for that, and my donation is with the best to your charity, and I hope it goes a big way in supporting you and your charity, basically, mate. I can't stay long, unfortunately, but I just thought I'd come and say all the best to you, say hi to you guys, and my prediction for tomorrow night is 1-1. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I just hope that Arteta gets Arsenal up for it. Personally, I think I'd rather see Tierney start, and I'd like to see Trossard start. I think Martinelli at the moment is way off form because he's not getting the overlap from when Martinelli's there. Tierney's there. I don't like this thing of Zinchenko being at left back, cuts in the midfield. Martinelli, basically, guys, he's then exposed. He's isolated.
Yeah,
he's on his own, and he then is targeted, and he can't do his thing. If you've got Tierney coming up that left, he drags midfielders and defenders out of position, which allows Martinelli to do his magic. We're not seeing that right now with Zinchenko.
He drags the winger and
Zinchenko comes up in the middle, and there's no service. Now, we could also argue this point, can't we? This happened with Aubameyang. Stuck out on the left, no service, no way of getting the ball, didn't perform. Now, yeah, we know there's a lot of different issues going on there with Aubameyang. We know that. He'd fallen out with the manager and away he went. The problem I see here, guys, is that we are now again seeing the arrogance of Arteta. It's his way or the highway.
Yeah.
And that is not the flexibility we need, gentlemen, to win the Premier League. we need to have flexibility. But, oh dear, am I forgetting something? What flexibility have we got on that bench? Not a lot.
Yeah.
We've got a Chelsea pensioner, yeah? We've got Fabio Vieira, yeah? Snowflake. And who else have we got?
Oh, don't forget Tomiyasu,
So on his day, Tommy
clown,
has
the
to do a
clown.
job.
Super.
I forget. I forget. We've got the actual top class striker we can bring on. Really?
Eddie.
I just don't see it, people. I've said this since October. It will fall by the wayside in February because we're coming into a tough time of the season. We don't have the depth of squad. Jesus ain't going to be back anytime soon. We ain't going to see him back fully fit probably to the end of March. And by that time, the dream will be over.
Yeah.
Fact. Seen it before, saw it in 2002, 10 points clear of Man United, all going swimmingly, and we started showboating. 2-0 up at Bolton Wanderers, we lose 3-2.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that game. I remember that.
If memory serves me right, we drew 2-2. We didn't lose 3-2 that game. 2002, right?
Yeah, you are pretty
2003.
Yeah, you are
2003.
2003. We won a double in 2003.
2-0 up, coasting it. Absolutely coasting it. And then we just started the showboat. And
yeah. Jez, what do you think about, because some people are calling out, and I'm thinking about trying it as well. Trying Trossard, we know for Brighton he played up front sometimes, maybe as a false nine. What is your opinion about trying to play Trossard up front?
Yeah, give it a go. He can play there. He can play there.
He scored 3 goals at Anfield there.
I don't think he can play any worse than Nketiah.
He's made an impact when he come on.
He did. It was a very, very well taken goal. Let's be fair. That was a hard goal to score. Came in at pace, bounced just before him, side-footed it with his left foot. You have to admire that. He was in the right place at the right time. This is what I don't get with Nketiah. Sometimes he just tangles himself up. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to be a top-level striker in this game, you've got to be able to actually pick the shot out. Not just blasting it against defenders' legs, and it bounces 20 yards out of the bloody 18-yard box. That, I'm sorry, is Division 1 standard. That is not Premier League standard. But we've all of us been saying it. Why can we see it, guys? And yet Edu, Arteta, and the rest of them can't see it. Why? I just don't understand this. I really don't get it.
Jez, and I was listening to League On Straight Facts this afternoon, and he was going on about accountability, and he has got a very good point there about accountability. You can't really say anything these days that's critical against the club. You can't say anything bad about a performance, saying, "Oh, this performance wasn't." Even if we won, or saying like, even if you've made a sentence that we played well, but there's still areas we need to improve on. Even if you start off saying we did well and you actually thought we played well, and then you go on to the criticism, they destroy you. They absolutely destroy you and troll you for it. It's mad. Absolutely mad.
I think the whole. I'll tell you. Can I just say? I think right now the whole club is in for capitulation. Okay. Tomorrow night, I've gone 1-1. Okay, but if he gets it wrong tomorrow night, Mikel Arteta, it could be a major embarrassment.
Oh boy.
I would not at all. If he gets it wrong, mate, Stephen, if he gets it wrong, I could see us being absolutely piped 4-0.
It wouldn't surprise me. A lot of people will be ranting about it.
Yeah, Luca. It is what it is. The fact of the matter is, this guy, Mikel Arteta, has got to get it absolutely bang on. But the problem is, Manny, Stephen, Luca.
Yeah.
I don't see a plan B.
I'm not confident tomorrow.
Redundancy, no plan B. Yep.
It's plan A, and it's blinkered. We'll go this way. We'll just go this way. We'll go, and it doesn't matter. We will go this way. And let's think about what happened at Brentford at the weekend. Yeah. He brought on players too late to mix it up, and I don't think he has the ability. Okay, that's the wrong word. I don't think he has the experience at this level to be able to, especially against a world-class manager tomorrow, to actually mix it up. And I think the problem is, guys, is A, we don't have the squad depth. I mean, I looked at that bench on Saturday. There's a player on there. I've never even heard of him.
Yeah, you see
Never
that a lot
even
now.
heard of him. Who the hell was he?
But the thing is, Jez, here's the accountability part. Like, you won't ever hear about like the fact that the subs were late, or the shape was wrong, or that we didn't take our chances. Right? All you hear is, oh, but Lee Mason lost us the game. We were robbed. We were robbed. Yes, we were robbed. It should have been a free kick. It should have been offside. Right? But I'm sorry, we weren't good enough to win the game. In the end, the point was just deserves.
We could have been 3-0 down at half time.
There you go.
Perspective. We could have been 3-0 down at half time.
I watched about 50. I mean, I couldn't get any stream of it. I only got about 20 minutes of it. But the 20 minutes I watched, I was like, oh my god. I thought if I watched it,
it could have been 2 or 3-0 down. If Ivan Toney, right, didn't hit the bar and Brentford's offside goal would have stood, game over, I'm afraid.
To be fair, Luke, I watched that 20 minutes and I'm glad I didn't, because I ended up back in hospital again. I'm not even joking. Like, it was that poor. It was that poor.
It was very poor.
I mean, the Everton game, well, I noticed come around thinking, what the hell's going on? Because I'm actually losing because of not just the result of how poor we are and how poor we were. Where's all this confidence?
This is the February syndrome.
But this is what I want to ask. Hang on, but this is what I want to ask, and I'm going to ask this on the Arsenal Gossip column. So I really don't want to really try and delve in it too much.
How many times in your history of Arsenal, I can think of at least 7 times that Arsenal capitulated in February. Top of the league at Christmas, get into January, and fall by the wayside, and out of it by March.
Jez, that is the one reason why I wanted Wenger gone in the end. It was one of the main reasons I wanted him gone, because by February, I just called it Arsenal's F-up month. Right? We would lose everything in this. You could even say 2004, yes, it was probably a bit later, but we lost the Champions League and the FA Cup all in the space of a week. We were then 2-1 down against Liverpool, and it's only because we had players like Henry, Bergkamp and Perez and Vieira on the pitch that they managed to turn that game around, because it looked like we were going to lose the unbeaten run as well and lose the title race as well in that game, because we were so downbeat. Right? You can even go back to then. Right? February, has always been a shit month for Arsenal. Shit. Always has been, right? And this is one thing, as much as I've tried to be positive about this and ride the positivity, so I know for me it's now taking each game as it comes with my situation. But I've always held that for we get to February, how are we going to perform then? Because that is the one month that's key for me. February, March has always been tough, especially now we've got Europa League coming back as well. Because I think Europa League's back soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's back next week, isn't it?
Week after next.
Week after next. We're playing who?
I have no idea.
No, actually, gentlemen, if I can correct you, Europa League actually won't be until March because now we've got the playoffs between the Champions League rejects and the second runners-up in the group stages. So while Manchester United will be playing this month, while Manchester United will be playing this month, our next assignment in the Europa League will not be until March. So February, we can at least look to concentrate on the league for now, and we have no excuses for not doing well.
Let me just go through these last comments here. True, this City ain't great, but they got beat by a garbage Spurs team. If you play to your levels, you will beat them. That's if we play to our levels, though. That's the point. No excuses tomorrow. No blaming VAR or refs. Go out there and show why. But Alan, they'll find something. They'll say the grass is green or too green. They'll say the grass, the sky weren't blue. It was at night. It was raining, something like that. Honestly, I mean, but just go through these last comments as well. Are you guys worried about Saliba's form? 10 out of 10. Ariel Jules lost to Tony. I'll just get to that in a second. Remember 25. I'm worried about everyone's form, Luke, not just Arsenal's, not just Saliba's. Remember 25 unbeaten under Emery, then capitulation. Good point. What has happened with Smith? But even then, there were a lot of draws in that unbeaten run with Emery. So we got away with it a bit there. What has happened with Smith Rowe? We could use him. Hopefully he gets better. I think he's still not quite fully fit, and I wouldn't want to. If he's not fully ready yet, I wouldn't want to play him in this game, even if he was fully ready yet, because it'd be his first game back. This is not the sort of thing to be your first game back for after a long injury. It's just not. But it's like it's like that previous comment said. They'll use any excuse to by blaming the players or the manager. Well, I mean, seriously.
Wasn't the best defending.
Defending was terrible.
Well, it wasn't the best defending. Things can happen. Remember, we mustn't forget that it's been raining, so the pitch is quite.
It's been raining.
That is our fan base in a nutshell. Anything but the manager, or the players, or the club.
But Stephen, you've got to remember, AFTV is all reaction. It's all for likes and views.
It is.
Yeah.
All it is.
A lot of it. You don't see a lot of it.
They are all on a script and a narrative. I can tell you now, some of them people.
You might get one or two that are properly genuine, but most of them are.
Most
especially
of them
these days.
They will follow the band, and they will say what they're told to say because they're paid to say it.
Jez, do you know what?
When they get home, they probably look at themselves and think, "Oh my God, what am I saying?" You know,
Jez, I remember like when we, I think it was about November, after we won another game, we went on this run, and he used the title from the video that he used last year to say, "I told you we win the league." Yeah, but you said that last season, as in you were gonna win it last season, not this season. Right? What are you on about? With and it's the same dude, and I'm just.
It's like they feel like they want to
Anyway, we're getting a little bit sidetracked, obviously, so we're going to move to the
Hey, right, guys,
lineup.
I've got to bounce.
Yeah.
Stephen, look after yourself, son.
I've got to get on your channel at some point as well. We've got to sort that. We will sort that out at some point.
We will. We will do that. Manny, good to see you, friend.
Always up. Thank you.
I'm free any day on a Thursday. So any day but Thursdays. Just give us a yell. And
I normally do the podcast on a Wednesday. Obviously, I did it tonight because we're playing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I'll get in contact, man. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. That's fine for me.
Luca, good to see you, fella.
Good to see you, mate.
Look after yourself, guys.
Thank you very much.
And Stephen, God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, man.
Look after yourself, my friend. All right.
Look after yourself and say hi to your wife for us.
I would if she was here. Valentine's night.
Take care.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's Valentine's night, and she's on a girls' night out.
Hey, get the beers in.
I'm quite happy.
Let me say right now, when you've been married for as long as you have, and you're truly in love, every day is a Valentine's Day.
Mate.
He probably don't believe that in a sense.
Really? Yeah, okay. Lovely. Thanks, man. Yeah. No, facts, man. I love her to death.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I said to her, when is it? Last week, I said, what do you want to do Valentine's night? And she went, well, I'm going to a show with so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. I said, well, it's Valentine's night. And she went, do you think that we really celebrate Valentine's night at our age? And I went, well, okay. I just thought it'd be nice. We'd go out for a meal. And she went, no, I'd rather go for the show. There you go. Facts. Take care, guys.
Take care, man.
Take care, guys. Take care,
Cheers.
Take
Cheers,
care.
man.
Right.
And I should add as a disclaimer that I am 41 and still not married, but still I've seen enough married couples to know what I'm talking about.
Right, I can't cope with Ty, God bless him. Yeah, I've met Ty, and when you get into an argument about Arsenal with him, he's just... You might as well just say, yeah, whatever, Ty. Whatever, Ty. Whatever you say, Ty. Yes, Ty. You're right, Ty. Yes, Ty. Yes, Ty.
Yeah.
You might as well. It just won't end.
At least
it will never end.
At least
unless you just say, yes, I agree. Yes. You either just say, yes, Ty, whatever, Ty.
At least
that's the only way. That's the only way you end the conversation, or just walk away.
Yeah, Ty can't even take the tie. He has to win. Yes, Ty. No, Ty. 3 bags full, Ty.
Ty. I think TFE does a good job at reflecting our mostly deluded fan base. To be honest, Curtis Show, another real one. That's a good point. Another real one. But look, line up. Because we are now 40 minutes, 5 minutes in, and I'm getting knackered already. So, which is not a great sign, but there you go. And I've got to get up early in the morning for F1 W14 launch for Mercedes. So, they've got to do it at 9:15 in the bloody morning. Couldn't do it at 12 or something like that. Something nice over lunch. But no. But, Manny, what would your lineup be? And before you go pick it, I am going to go on footing and load it up. Give me 2 seconds, I'll just load it up for you. Come on. Come on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Good, because I was told that my mic had been unplugged. Go figure.
Don't see how it's what I now. Right, there we go. So we've got this. So would you play a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1?
4-2-3-1, and that means no room for Edward and Ketia.
Right, 4-2-3-1. So in nets.
Who else? The Ram.
Ramsdale. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
as
don't
if
know
who
why I
put the
bothered
Ram in the
saying that.
Ramalama Ding Dong. But again, this is going to be a game where his decision making will be tested, so he's going to have to shape up very well.
Right back.
Takahiro Tomiyasu.
Right, cool. That'll suffice. Tommy Yasu. I'm just gonna wait for this advert, then I'm gonna bring it up. There you go, it's gone. I don't want to get copyrighted. Right, CB. Saliba, Gabriel.
I would say Saliba.
Saliba and Gabriel, would that be your pick?
Yep, Saliba and Gabriel. If only because as much as the temptation is there for me to drop either of them, thrusting Jakub Kivior into this game would be a very big risk.
No, not his first game.
What?
No way I'm
Not
not
his
playing.
first game.
I said it would be a huge risk. That's why I don't want to want to pick the poll.
Left back, Tierney or Zinchenko?
It's time for the Braveheart, laddie.
Time to get your iron, bro.
Hey, and some haggis would be good too. Nay bother.
Risky.
Hey, he's worth it. Och, I
I
ate the new, as we would say.
Oh, sure. Whatever.
Yeah,
CDM. Oh, yeah. CDM.
Okay, so Party would go in there for me.
Party, party, party. Party, party, party.
Yeah, because without Thomas,
this is
there
another
is
thing
no.
I haven't seen. Why hasn't he played a 4-2-3-1 in ages? He hasn't done that in ages. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like
Simple
to see
answer: Edward and Ketia, because he can't play as the lone striker. But listen, I'm not picking Xhaka.
Whoa! You're not picking Xhaka?
I'd like
What
to
are you
see
picking?
Zinchenko as the central defensive midfielder.
Oh, fucking hell. Here we go.
Zinchenko, ho! Always believe in your soul.
No. Let's not. I'm trying to keep my views.
Oh, bugger off. Everyone likes my voice. They've heard me sing.
Good. Well, when I'm gone, I'm like dead and buried, then you can do it. Like, and
All right. So the central attacking midfielder would be Odegaard, obviously, and I think I like this. I like this particular formation because instead of having Zinchenko simply trying to cut in and add to the midfield, why not put him in the midfield? And you know, Xhaka seems to be a little bit off the boil, so give him the rest and maybe bringing him on later. I think this would be something that Guardiola wouldn't expect because he's mostly played Zinchenko as a left back as opposed to a midfielder. So Guardiola would have done his homework, wouldn't expect to see Zinchenko in the midfield. So a nice spanner in the works for him.
I know you want. I just want to get through everyone's lineup. So obviously it's running. We're running all the time. And
Okay, so right midfield, Saka.
Right midfield, Saka. Saka.
Boom, Sakalaka. And left wing will have to be Martinelli. There's a part of me that would like to see Trossard in there because Martinelli, at least that way Trossard can cut in as Arteta wants. But if Tierney is playing, then Tierney can overlap and Martinelli can get the service he wants. So this should be a better game for Martinelli, hopefully. And Trossard will be up front.
Oh, so you would put Trossard up front then?
I was thinking of having Martinelli up front and Trossard on the left, but then after hearing people talking about Tierney's overlapping and working well with Martinelli, I think this would be a good idea. But Trossard and Martinelli can interchange if they like. I love that idea.
Right. Right. What would you change, Luca?
That lineup. Let me have a look.
Right, you got the Ram in
Zinchenko in
goal.
mid. You put Zinchenko in midfield over Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Yes, because Xhaka has been a little bit off the boil quite recently, and I'd like to see Zinchenko actually work as a midfielder and see if he can have the nous to tackle City's midfield.
But do you think Zinchenko might lose the ball, though?
Instead of having a debate, can we give you your opinion and then you will explain why?
Midfield, I'll go with Granit Xhaka, Partey, and Odegaard.
I know we want to debate. It's just like we're running on.
I thought you said you were going to go with Fabio Vieira. You went with Vieira.
I'm picking your lineup, Luca.
All right. But I'm going to go with
Manny's. I've just shown Manny's. Now I'm showing yours. Right. So Granit Xhaka. What would you else you change? Out of that lineup.
That's it.
That's all you change?
Yes.
Right. So you stick with a 4-2-3-1. You don't want to change it to a 4-3-3. Right? And you play that.
Correct.
Right. This is what I would do. I would switch to 4-3-3. Because I'm not sure about Trossard of how good he is up front, you see. So I'd swap him for Martinelli up front, so he gets the support he needs. Saka goes there, Xhaka goes there. Is it me or is it Odegaard's been shit the last few games?
He's been attacked a lot more. I think a lot of people have made it clear that if you double team him, he loses influence.
Right, my starting sitting Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, Trossard, Saka, and Nketiah. So he going Nketiah up front. My starting 11: Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Kiwi. No, Saliba. No, Saliba. Wow. Gabriel, wow, that's a big risk, Luke, man. There you go. Saliba, Tierney. You pull that one off, you'd be a fucking master, mate. Odegaard, Partey, Zinchenko, Saka, Trossard, and Martinelli.
I think it's fair to say that Luke is not a man for sentiment. He wants change.
Yeah,
that's a ballsy call there.
Big up. We're gonna go back to this, so I would go to, so that'll be my front three. Odegaard for me has been dropped in performances. He's not been performing well. I would put alright, give me a second.
Oh, by the way, Milan have just scored against Tottenham.
Please hope Giroud score. Did Giroud score?
Theo Hernandez from the left, saved by the keeper. It's not Giroud, but it's someone else. I'll tell you who it is.
Brahim Diaz. Whoever that is.
Saved by Forster twice, but yep. And I think as Arsenal fans, I speak for the two of us when I say Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Milan.
Banconeri.
No, the Bianconeri is Juventus, isn't it? This is the Rossoneri.
Oh, the Rossoneri, yeah, that's it. Stephen's muted.
Don't worry about Tottenham, please. I'm not worried about Tottenham. I don't give yeah, but I'm sorry, they're not on my level.
Okay.
They don't win anything, so why are they on my level? Right, so yeah, I would put Fabio Vieira there because of Odegaard's dropped in performances for me.
That is a very big call too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're the captain. You've not been performing. Drop. That's a statement.
I'm just saying it's a statement. I'm not disagreeing with your call. I'm just saying it's a very ballsy call.
And if not, if I really wanted to go there, right? If I really wanted to go there to another place, I'd do what you did. Zinchenko. Partey, Zinchenko, Vieira. Midfield 3. Right,
Okay, I'm just saying.
Zinchenko would have to be the Zinchenko would have to be the DM, and Partey would have to play right centre mid. No, left centre mid. Sorry. No, he's on the right, isn't he? So you have to play right centre mid. Fabio Vieira on the left side. That's what I'd do, man. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologise. You don't need to raise your voice. I'm just saying it's a big call. I'm not disagreeing with your call.
Yeah, that's for me. Right, so
Thank you.
there you go. Let's see what everyone else has been saying. So Lieber has been poor. So those are the lineups. Lieber has been poor since coming back from the World Cup. Ben White and Martinelli haven't been the same since the World Cup. That's a good point. Now, to be fair, Martinelli started off well after the World Cup, to be fair. He started off well. Remember that goal against West Ham? That was a quality goal. Like, he started off well, but he's dropped recently. But if I'll drop Partey too if we had a credible replacement. That's a good point. Well, you could, Luke, instead of Saliba, you'd drop Partey and put Zinchenko in there and play Tierney on the left as left back. Why don't you do that?
Yeah, but that's a good shout. You do that, it works.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it. Anyway, look, we're back. Yeah, so we're about to run out of time. So we're gonna do score predictions now. Manny, what's your score prediction gonna be? Come on, let's see you be positive.
I'm going for a Desmond.
Oh, you're not being positive today.
2-2.
No, you're miserable as shit.
A draw will suit us. We'll still be 3 points ahead of them.
Yeah. Luca, what are you going for?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go for...
What's with the headphones?
2-1 Arsenal. There you go.
What was with the headphones?
I couldn't find any glasses, so I just did it with the headphones.
What? That doesn't make sense. Do you know why I use sunglasses? Because it makes you look like cool. Like, and if you put a cigar,
in my room somewhere.
You put a cigar like that, you look like a gangster. Like, you know what I mean, bruv? Top of the league, I'm cool, bruv. Like,
potential for 24 hours will
See
be
that?
top of the
We're gonna
league.
be
Yeah?
smoking that. We're gonna smoke.
24 hours will be top of the league. Yeah.
We're gonna beat them 2-1. So I already said 2-1 in your prediction. You went 1-1.
I'm going 2-2.
You're going 2-2 now.
2-2.
Mate, you're changing your opinion like a girl changes clothes.
At least he doesn't PMS like someone we would know. We should know that he's no good for us. Cause he's hot and he's cold.
No. Shut up. Drop. Get out of here. Nah, I'm not having that.
Steven,
garbage.
play it.
You already muted me.
No,
Lighten
I
up.
don't care. I'm not having that singing garbage on. No, Luca, that's you. That's like, you love singing off of other rival songs, mate. I'm pretty surprised you ain't singing Tottenham's song.
No, play it.
Like I'm gonna sing it. Yeah. Like I'm gonna sing their song about, right, yeah, like I'm gonna sing when the Spurs go marching in. Like I'm gonna sing that. You're not gonna get me singing that.
No chance.
I'll probably get you singing it.
No chance.
At least when they exit the
Mate,
Champions
you said
League,
that about Chelsea and Man United and yet you still sung it.
Now, here's the thing. When Spurs...
And now he
listen, here-
supports someone in Saudi Arabia.
Here's the thing. When Spurs exit the Champions League, we can all sing "When the Spurs Go Marching Out."
They already did when they lost to Liverpool. When they lost to Liverpool in the final, like so many years ago.
But they still found a way back into the Champions League, and we didn't. And then they're in the Champions League now. So when they exit now, we'll sing that song. Okay?
Yeah, but we don't know if they're actually. To be fair, I actually don't know if they're actually going to make it or not. I've got no clue. Their form so
Up and down.
up and down, like nobody's business.
Up and they're down, in and they're out.
Honestly, I will drop you, remove you, take your co-host status away. I will drop you like a stone. Like, when I'm gone, you can sing as long as you like. Like, not now.
You couldn't even pick me up, Featley. Don't even try.
I won't want to. I'll break my arms.
Exactly.
That's not a good compliment for you, mate.
I've been said even worse said about my weight, so knock it off.
Anyway, look, we've run out of time. It's been an hour. Some guy's trying to get in the back. His device ain't connected, so it's
Oh yeah, just finally, I believe it was King Sait who was in, but then he was out.
Yeah.
Also, a huge shout out to Huddersfield Town Fan TV, Ryan Mather. They've recently reappointed Neil Warnock as their manager till the end of the season.
Oh, he's
a
a
very
twat.
sentimental choice. I do hope it works well for them.
He's a twat.
And
he's
big
a
statement.
moaning git. He's a moaning git. Like, I remember when we played against them, we had Van Persie on. I think it was 11-12. And Van Persie scored a lovely goal, and he was all he did at the his interview afterwards was moan about, oh, Van Persie did this, he's throwing his arms like this, he's throwing his arms like that, this, that, all the other. And I'm like, get a grip, you tar. Honestly.
Stephen, we have Mikel Arteta. I rest my case. People who live in glass houses should not throw stones.
Mug. Get a grip, you mug. Honestly. And I say it about Arteta as well if he starts blaming on things that he shouldn't do. Like, get a grip. It's football. Yeah. It's contact sport.
Exactly. That's what I say to Arteta. Get a grip.
Yeah. I say that as well. People may think that because I'm being now positive that I'm not saying Arteta's is all singing, all dancing, he's the best manager in the world. I'm not saying that. I'm being realistic. I'm saying he's doing well, he's doing great, I'm loving what I'm seeing, right? Obviously apart from the last two results, right? But there's still this he needs to improve on. If people can't see that, then, well, you need to start watching my content a bit more clearer. Simple. But there you go. Anyone that's in here knows that I'm like that anyway. Alright? And I'm like that with everyone. I give praise, I give criticism where it's needed. Simple as that. And I make my own judgment. I make a fair judgment. I think I make a fair judgment. If people don't think they'll make a fair judgment, I'd love people to come and challenge that. That's the whole point of it. Right? What's the point of being here? Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Obviously, we started with sad news, but I think we ended on a bit of a high after that. So, but there you go. Apart from Manny Singh. But yeah, I want to say a big massive thank you to my co-host Manny, as always. Thank you very much. Big up to Luca for coming on as well. Big up to Jez for coming on and that £50 donation. I'm going to go streaming back through the chat to find it, because that was one hell of a donation. And everyone that donated, do you know what? I'm going to highlight everyone that donated tonight. There's been so many donations tonight. So True Guna, Arsenal Alex, Luca AFC, Joanne. Right, big up, double big ups with Alan Attic and Luke for their £5 donations. And then the biggest one of all, Jez, mate, that's unbelievable. So, and that will all help the charity. I think 7, 9, 11, and another 6, 12. That's £23 we've made
in the super chats.
in super chats tonight. That's pretty good, guys. That's really, really good. I'm made up with that. £23 in super chats is just in super chats. We had 14 people watching at one point, and that's unbelievable. I can't thank you enough. So big up to everyone that's watched, and big up to everyone that's left a donation like that. Right, it means the world to us. But yeah, make sure you hit the red button, hit the subscribe button. Manny, where can I find you?
Well, first of all, big up to Stephen. Thank you very much for doing this stream. I'm looking forward to joining you tomorrow for the watch along, and you know that I'll always be thinking of you and having your best interests in my mind and heart. You can definitely find me here on your channel, having the Mickey taken out of me by Mr. Featley himself. You can also find me on several other channels like Del Boy Gunner TV, Oris Talks Football, Coach's Corner, Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV, Chelsea Dan, Up the Cherries in All Departments, which is the Bournemouth fan channel. Huge shout out as well to Eugene Spurs Asia TV. Done a few streams with him on his channel, mainly watch alongs, but a few debates as well. Really good quality content. And I mean, there are a few people right now which I'm trying to think of, but I can't quite, recollect them. But I've done streams with them. They're all important to me. I'll send you a check in the post. Big up to Luke as well for joining in, and really good to see you again, as always. And I always believe that we must be united by our common love for the game of football and not be divided by our tribal love for our own team and hatred for other people. We come together on YouTube, we speak about things, we talk respectfully and come to a resolution. And especially in light of all the horrible things going on in the world, humanity is the most important thing, and we need to come together and take care of one another and treat each other better. So once again, thanks to everyone who's thanks to Stephen, thanks to Luca, thanks to all of you who come in the chat, and thanks to everyone who's donated to the charity. You make this stream and this channel what it is. So take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a good rest of your week. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. But for now, I'm out.
Right, he just reminded me of something there. I want to send my best wishes and prayers to everyone. I first heard about it on Sait's channel. I didn't quite. I followed what he was saying, but I didn't quite get what it meant. Obviously the earthquakes in Syria and Turkey killing so many people is devastating to hear. And how the miracles of people still being pulled out alive is unreal after so long. It is quite incredible. But I want to send my thoughts and my prayers and my best wishes to everyone out in Syria who's suffering because of the earthquakes, right, and who's suffering around the world, right. War in Ukraine, as everyone knows, we support Ukraine for it, because it's wrong what Russia are doing. Right, I don't give a shit. Fuck you, Putin. Try and shut me down, dickhead. Right, but yeah, like I said, thoughts and prayers to everyone that is suffering out there right now. Luca, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Luca AFC. If you guys haven't gone back and watched my preview with Stephen and Charlie, feel free to. We are back tomorrow for the match reaction straight after the game. So make sure you guys do come have a look. Hopefully it's a good result tomorrow. Hopefully we don't go off the radar. But please respect everyone on the channel. We all do YouTube for fun. And also big up to SFeatleyTV. Thank you very much for having me on the channel as always.
Cheers. Thank you very much. And guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take care.